So I know that you've been struggling to trade on the US30, and I also know that you'd probably rather find your way at it all alone rather than undergoing someone's training. But the truth is, you've been losing way too long. So you need to be properly taught to trade on the US30. So I want you to learn my trading framework. This is what I'm teaching my students. Now, it's true that a lot of traders, they lack education and strategy. They lack the proper money management and discipline. They're constantly over leveraging their accounts. And a lot of them don't even know how to read the candles or the formation of a cluster of candles, which is why oftentimes they're getting faked out. So I want to tell you guys, I'm teaching my students my trading framework. And I have a countless number of US30 and NASDAQ students who are finally learning how to trade the US30. And you know, we have students like Eric, Chip, Marilyn, we have James, Cleveland, Miss Patty, Conrad, Pierre, Jerome, Carlos, we have Ronald, Taylor, Miss Cynthia, Mark. We have so many. And this is through the use of my trading framework. Now, my trading framework will show you the multiple areas in the market where you can find opportunities to trade on. Now, by using my trading framework along with LCS, you're going to realize those areas in the market where the biggest moves happen. So no more guessing where these moves are going to take place. You'll know that. And it's inside of my Telegram where I'm pointing out these areas for my students. And I get it. A lot of you want to do it all alone, but what about allowing me to point out these areas for you, where I'll be able to break down the market setup through VPAS. And that's our visual price action series. And you're going to learn exactly when to get into the market through the use of our perfect entry strategy. Now, I've been online for over 10 years, and I have had thousands of students to learn this strategy, and it actually works. Now, for those of you who are struggling constantly with holding your trades, you're missing out on big moves, or you're jumping out too soon, my Stay in Your Trade strategy, or SIT, is helping my students stay in the market longer. And this is through the use of one small condition that's easy to learn. Now, what's even more important than all that I have already mentioned is the defensive side of trading. So with this defensive trading, what it does is it will allow you to avoid blowing your account or losing your trade. So my defensive trading will prevent you from blowing your account and also limit the loss in your account should the market move unexpectedly. And of course, we have the mental side, the psychological side of trading as well. And this is where I'm helping my students be able to think their way through each and every setup and do away with being so intimidated of the market's volatility. So whenever you're ready to learn how to trade on the US30 using my trading framework, you must get connected. Now, it's inside of my US30 and my NASDAQ Telegram where I'm really helping my students learn how to trade on the market. And you can be next. You will. You just have to get connected. So if I can introduce you to my trading framework, where it's teaching my students to enter in on the market, hold their trades, be able to think their way through trades, where to exit the market, be able to read multiple candles or formation of candles confidently, realize when the market is likely to turn around, know how to protect their account on a defensive side so they don't blow their accounts. The question is, would you get involved? So you all already know what the US30 and the NASDAQ can do, okay? Those markets can run hundreds of points in one direction and turn all the way around and run hundreds of points back down. It's time for you to learn how to trade on the US30 and the NASDAQ using my trading framework. Let's go!